Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Hope you guys are in positive energy and attracting everything you desire like a magnet, okay? Because who could do it better than you, boo? Nobody, okay? We're coming through with a live collective energy, tarot, and soul report for the collective, okay? Make sure you guys take the message how it resonates and leave what doesn't. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't forget, if you love the video, to leave us a heart or a thumbs up, okay? Follow the page or subscribe, okay? All praise to the Most High, Ashe to the ancestors.
Most definitely a big Ashe to the ancestors. All praise to the Most High, and well wishes to you, tribe. I pray everyone is in good spirits and with good spirits. And
Absolutely.
So tonight we're going to be on YouTube, and we're going to do, it's going to be like a download session, and it's entitled The Desired Version of Me. Many of us, we find ourselves just wanting a newer version of ourselves. You know, that's what everybody wants to manifest.
That's real.
So just a little bit about it. One of the first points I'm going to express here. I'm going to do the lecture there. But who is God is the first question. So to answer that, God is an ethereal energy, a frequency that meets every human or any person at a certain level, it meets you there. That's God. It doesn't mean race or creed or anything. It's a frequency. God is a frequency. It's an ethereal frequency, and it meets each and every race, creed, and color. You know, because we dispel the notion of one religion ruling.
That's right.
And this is how we maintain our protection as well. You know, I was speaking to one of the youth yesterday, and I was explaining to him about gang relations. And I was saying to him, you know, as far as gangs go, the stronger man is always the man who ends up not associated with the gang, whatever gang it may be, or whatever it may be. And that's the same scenario when you're dealing with religion. Ultimately, the person that will be more powerful in spirit is the person that can understand spirit from a wholesome spectrum that includes all of humanity, and realizing that God is just a frequency, an energy. It meets everybody where they're learned at, right? So it prohibits many too. And I say that so about manifesting a desired you. This is going to be a hard pill to swallow. But until you can look at a witch and a priest with the same energy and understanding, you won't gain much from this channel, and you probably won't manifest the you. See, because the way that we program, if I say witch, you think unsafe. If I say priest, you think safe. When both pose potential danger, and both of them pose the potential to elevate you and teach you in great and many ways. It's our perception of things that won't allow us to manifest the new version of us. A lot of it is because we so trapped in religious perspectives. Even it'd be funny to me because it's like I know a person and they practice voodoo, right? And in their eyes, they like, well, I'm a step ahead of what a Christian will believe in, because they believe in this Christ, and I believe in basically the venerated spirits of nature. That's what the Valdoon spirits are, right? But me looking from a higher elevated point, I can see his error, because what he doesn't realize is that people that believe in Christ, that people, they love to get mad when you say that, but that's an energy that stands the test of time, because it's a reflection of a man that walked in a certain energy. The same way other religions reflect the same thing when you get down to it. And I say this because I believe in trying to help people understand what it is to ascend in a higher form of consciousness, right? It's not to jump from one thing to the next. It's simply to be. The desired version of you exists. This is a multi-dimensional existence we live in. And until you can understand that you only deal with energy in the 3D, you won't even, everything else can begin to just miss you. You got to realize the version of you that you want to be, it exists. So it's about going to get it. But I'm gonna back out because the lecture, I got enough for the lecture. So hoping to feed some of humanity. But we're going to jump into this collective energy tarot / reading. I'm going to do a soul report and she's going to do a collective read. And I feel like it should resonate if you find yourself here.
Let's go.
By water, we connect with spirit through pure intent.
I feel like I need to Okay, so going into the reading, I heard the name Tanya. Okay, there's something about Georgia here. You could be from Georgia, or this could be your name. Okay, something about Mississippi. Okay, you could live in Mississippi. You could be from Mississippi. But there's something about Mississippi. M-I, crooked letter, I, how I go?
M-I-S-I, crooked letter,
crooked. Okay, crooked letter, I, humpback, I, yes. Mississippi. Something about Mississippi is here. Okay, and then we also have, I heard the name Silas, Roland. Your name could be Abraham. I have Alexis, and I also heard Paul. Okay, this could be your name or something significant in your life here. This could even, I'm picking up like transition loved ones too. So this could literally be the name of one of your transition loved ones. But I picked up the number 13 and 54 as well. Okay. And Glenda, I'm not sure if I said that, but yes, Glenda is definitely significant here. And then I also heard something about the people. Boy, you'll never find another love as good as this. So you better represent. Cause my love is the bomb, baby. Okay? So you could have been born in this era, or there's something about this song. You could have played this song recently. I don't know. Okay? Let's get this message out. Silas is very significant here.
Paul and Silas and the same.
Wow. I just heard it again, so I just wanted to say it. All right, so let's see. Spirit, what is the most important message for the collective? What do we need to know here? The energy feels, huh? All right. Not the best energy, but it's not the worst. Okay. So we have the Four of Pentacles coming out for you, collective. Okay. So right now, you could really be in the energy of, you know, letting things go. I'm talking about someone's literally like cleaning out their closet. You could be like getting rid of shoes. I just seen someone like bagging up shoes. Okay, there could be someone else getting rid of like baby clothes or something I just seen. But yeah, the Four of Pentacles is here. It's like, you know, the energy of being able to let things go. Okay, this is in the 3D, right? So someone's literally getting rid of things. There could be someone, you could have on like a turban watching me or us. Yeah, you could definitely, I don't know, Ethiopia is coming out very, very strong. Something significant about Ethiopia here. Okay, but I feel like you could be giving away things, you know, and this is not a person. See, whoever I'm picking up, you are a divine being. You know, you are a person that when you give things away to Goodwill or thrift stores or whatever you do with it, you do wherever you donate things, you are a person that you make sure you clean them first, you wash them, you know, and I feel like, you know, because of this, you know, that's good energy, but there's something about you letting things go, okay? You being willing to just depart with things. I feel like someone's also like literally getting rid of things that someone could have bought you. You could have like been in some kind of relationship and you could still have some things lingering around, or maybe you need to let them go. Here's what I just heard. Okay, yeah, with the Tower coming out in the reverse. Okay, number 16 could be significant, or you could be 20 years old watching us as well here. Okay, something significant about the squirrels. You could have had like a weird experience with a squirrel recently. Okay, a squirrel could have like just stood up in the middle of the street or did something weird in the tree. I don't know. There's something about a squirrel here. Okay, and also acorns. Okay. Now with the Tower coming out in the reverse here, I feel like, you know, while you are getting rid of things, there could be something that you are still holding on to that really needs to go. So you could be like moving around everything, you know, like you could be getting rid of things, but there's still some things like that need to be cleaned out that closet. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be some things that, yeah, literally Ace of Swords. I know this is the truth here. Okay? There's something about you needing to really get some clarity here. You could literally be like, feeling like life is in a spiral right now. Okay? There's someone literally, you could be somewhere, visiting somewhere that has like a spiral staircase, or this could be in your home. Okay? But there's something about you feel like things are just spiraling in life right now. Okay? And I feel like it's mental. I feel like, with the Ace of Swords, you just feel like it's so much to do. It's so much confusion. And, that's how the energy has been this week. I was talking to one of my girlfriends yesterday, and she was speaking of how it was such a long week that, she just wanted to take herself and the boys and just kind of relax. Things have been so hectic and stressful, and I feel like you could be in this energy, which is hence why you could literally be just throwing things away. Are you the type of person like me, like, when I'm in a certain kind of mood, cleaning really helps me. So I might go around and just throw everything away. The Hierophant come back like, where's such and such? And I'm like, I thought it was trash. If it's right there, it's trash. Like that kind of energy. Okay? But yeah, there's something about needing to still get rid of something. But with the needing to work very hard at this. Okay? I feel like also with the Eight of Pentacles coming out and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse here to the Ace of Swords, I feel like, Spirit is really wanting you to remove some things out of your mind so that your mind can be filled with a lot more knowledge, a lot more love, a lot more positive thoughts, like that kind of energy. Okay? There could be someone literally writing a book right now. Kudos to you. Okay? And there is someone that literally opened some kind of store. Or you could be manifesting to open some kind of store. Spirit wants you to continue to work hard because your dreams are obtainable here. Let's see. We have the Four of Swords coming out for you as well. So we do have 44 in the reverse. So you could definitely be 22 years old watching us here. Okay, but with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse and the Four of Swords in the reverse, someone is tired. Okay, I feel like this could also be the energy of someone could be literally nesting. Okay, there could be someone pregnant and nesting, getting rid of things, preparing for a new child. Okay, there's something significant about a bird's nest. Yeah, someone's nesting here. Okay. You could be going through a lot. You could be a mom that is about to deliver for the first time here. I'm picking up that energy. And your mind could be really racing. Spirit wants you to know that you are okay. You are protected. You are covered here. Okay? Yeah. There's something about needing to get some rest. Okay? You could be in your feelings right now as well, Divine Being. Okay, but I feel like, rest is really going to help you. When you are delirious, tired, your body's tired, it puts you in a nasty energy. You really can't understand energy around you because you're so fatigued, right? Like that kind of energy. So someone's very fatigued here. Spirit is wanting you to really get some rest. Okay, Spirit is really wanting you to get some rest here. You're good. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Okay. So we have the Emperor coming out for you. You could definitely be an Aries in the energy here. Okay. But there's something about you being some kind of, some kind of leader, some kind of, some kind of person that is very courageous. There's something about you being very courageous. I feel like, you have a lot of control and power. And I feel like, Spirit is wanting you to know this, Sometimes our minds become disconnected with who we really are. And I believe that Spirit is wanting to remind you that you are, this leader that was put here on earth to make things happen. And, you know, I'm glad that you're in the energy of being willing to let things go. But I feel like there is some kind of energy here that does still need to be let go while you're cleaning out your closet. I keep hearing cleaning out my closet. Eminem. Okay, Eminem can be significant here. Right. I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet. Okay. A second thought, I just wish I look at Haley and I couldn't picture leaving the side, even if I hated Kim. Okay, Kim could definitely be significant here. Yeah, but there's something about, you know, yeah, you could even be like you could be a man watching us, and you could be literally about to have a baby as well, Emperor. Kudos to you. Congratulations. I could see you literally sitting on the bedside waiting for the baby to be born here. Okay? There could be someone watching us with a tattoo of an unk on your arm.
Someone likes to play chess.
Okay? Never checkers.
Chess pieces.
Okay? And there's something about like a deer head. You can have like a deer head or a moose head stuffed, like a, you know, something stuffed on your wall here. Okay? But I feel like, you know, right now, you know, there's just some things that, you know, you may have to let go. And I feel like it's really in your mind. Emperor or Empress. Yeah, well, look, the Knight of Wands came out in the reverse here. Okay? So you could be like in the energy of being, you know, you could be just not being as adventurous as you normally are. You know, Spirit is really wanting you to be adventurous right now. The Knight of Wands is the energy of Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is go-getter energy. You know, the Sagittarius is always ready for an adventure, you know. If you know a Sagittarius, they might keep extra clothes in their car or a bag or whatever. They're always ready to go. And I feel like with this energy being in the reverse, you know, you could even be, like I said, a new mom and like you're nesting, but maybe your bag isn't packed. There's something about not being ready for an adventure. Okay? You could definitely be someone that plays some kind of instrument. Okay? But yeah, there's something about being ready to go here, being courageous, being bold. Okay? If this is new parents, you are definitely going to be fine. Okay? For your delivery here, I feel like this could even be like a royal child. There's something about like a golden child here. I feel like this child, like literally, I feel like someone literally manifests a spirit baby and they like walk down from heaven. Remember I was talking about the spiral staircase? There's something like a spirit baby that's going to be sent. I don't know whose baby this is, but someone has a baby that's like, the baby isn't born yet. Someone's pregnant with like a golden child or something here. And you could feel like maybe you could feel like the energy of this child as you are pregnant right now. Look, Ace of Pentacles just fell on the floor. It's like you could feel the energy of this child, or this could be an idea for someone or whatever it is.
You know, as I look at this card, I feel a need to let you know, like, for my person that's pregnant, with this child, if this is resonating, or you may soon be pregnant, it's going to really be a need for you to adjust your perception. Like, don't feed the child the same thing that held you up. Because this child was an Ace of Pentacles. Like, this is a child that can, you know what they telling me? They just bought me an image of Dr. Dre's mother, right? Dr. Dre, you know, that make the beats, his mom, right? She's a spiritual lady, and she had Dr. Dre when she was young. And you know what she was able to do, though? As much as she stood against the racket of hip-hop music and everything, she was able to build him a studio and assist him in getting the things that he needed in his youth, right? Now, Dr. Dre is probably one of the biggest personalities in hip-hop music. So I say that to say, that was her Ace of Pentacles. This is the same type of child that I'm seeing. Like, this is a child that is going to be born as long as you, right, as long as you don't feed this child your perception of things in life, and you give a child a chance to really connect with their roots and their ancestors, it's an Ace of Pentacles, and what it's going to do is it's going to result in you having
it's like
very easy older days. Like, you know how people work, and, you know, generally we work and you live off your pension. It's this type of child, right? Your older days, they will be luxurious. This is what I see.
I do too.
And it should be resonating. This is going to be like a Sagittarius child, more likely Aries, or it could be Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. I almost get the signs mixed up. I'm still new with it. But yeah, I see this child though.
It's something about like your roots. You know, and it's been coming out a lot lately about these royal bloodlines. You know, I feel like people are really digging into where they're coming from and what's going on. And it's being revealed about these royal bloodlines. You know, there's some people that watch us and you literally come from, you know, spiritual wealth. Like, you know, some even physical wealth. But, you know, I see a lot of spiritual wealth here.
This could also be a non-material baby. Like, this could be a business. Like,
that's what I said. Like a business.
This could be a business, right? And it's
gonna bring you the same wealth.
It's an Ace of Pentacles. Like, it's gonna make
setting you up.
Your latter days are going. I'm seeing somebody just sitting there. Like, you could have brown shoes on. You could also have a red shirt on today. Red or burgundy shirt could be significant.
A button up.
But this is future kind of energy. Off the Ace of Pentacles, I see the Emperor. Like, I see this person, this baby. I see it being born. Like, it's all kind of stuff around the coin. Like, and then it's like the end result is like is a very luxurious life.
Yeah, it's heavy abundance here for someone, and I'm proud. You know, as I sit here and I look at this Emperor, you know, you don't just become an emperor, okay? You have to be a page.
No lie.
Then you have to go to the knight, you know, and then you have to be the king.
And
right?
one thing about the Emperor upright, this is important. This could be man or woman. Emperor upright is a special quality. You know why?
Real.
Because it's so easy for the Emperor to fall into vanity. Like, the Emperor is the best looking energy in the tarot deck. As far as physical appearances, that's when it's the devil.
That's real.
You got the devil and the Emperor. They the best two looking energies.
That's real.
Whether it be man or woman. So with that type of magnetism, it's real easy for the Emperor to fall into vanity or vain spaces where it's like, you know, they not really living up. But when you see an Emperor in the upright, it's good. Like, it really helps humanity. The Emperor's in the upright because they projection, when you see them, they beautiful humans outwardly, you know, like the consummate Emperor. That energy. You know?
There's someone and you put that shit on, you are a fly ass dresser.
You fly,
it's
though.
like someone can dress their ass off here.
You're not trendy. You fly.
No, you fly.
See,
like,
there's a difference. See,
on some fabulous shit.
See, you like
fabulous is a dressing.
Trendy and fly ain't the same. Like, trendy, fly is like, when I think of somebody being fly, when you look at the shit that they put on, you like, man, that's out of here. I don't even know how they see, because a fly person put it together from different aspects. A trendy person, they typically take what's hot right now and they match it well, right? So give me the give me the latter over the former. You know, I'd rather have somebody who fly.
You heard me. I seen Fab. Shout out to Fab.
Oh, fabulous! Yeah, he a fly dude.
That's a fly dude.
Yeah.
You know. So we have Justice coming out. You could be a Libra that we're talking about here.
Okay, energy.
Okay. This could be justice for you. You know, this blessing that I see, this abundance that I see, this could literally be your justice for being obedient, you know, for sticking to the script, for not giving up on the days when it was hard, you know, for staying up a little later, you know, getting up a little earlier, whatever you did, whatever kind of sacrifices you made.
As you say, sacrifice twice, right? You know, they say obedience is better than sacrifice. And you know why? It dawned on me in my studies early this morning. I was up, she got up, I was up early. I was writing down, right? And that's the topic, and she just brought it up. So I'm going to lean into it. Obedience is better than sacrifice. But you know why? Because in obedience, you sacrifice yourself. First of all, you can't get nothing from the universe unless you sacrifice something. You can't. You can't breathe and you can't inhale and exhale at the same time. It's a process, right?
Real.
So when you think about alchemy and you think about that energy of obedience, when you being obedient, and that's the kind of justice I see right here.
too.
Like your sacrifice was obedience.
That's real. Getting rid of shit, getting rid of things. But like I said, there is still some, we all have things that we still have to work on, because there is definitely something still in your energy that it's like it has to go, but it's hanging by a thread now, but it's there, right? It's like when when the little kids come and that tooth is hanging on that one little piece of meat, right? It's like that kind of energy. But other than that, I feel like, this is a person that, with the Eight of Pentacles being here, you've been working on yourself, literally, and I feel like this blessing.
You've been burning a lot of candles at night.
Yeah.
I see somebody working with
leaving on offerings on your altar for the ancestors, honoring the ancestors, but praising God.
Pineapple. I see a pineapple. Somebody could have just, somebody could be burning a green candle. I mean, this Eight of Pentacles is very vivid.
Absolutely. Okay. Someone could need to buy new plants. Okay. We have the dragon coming out for you. It says supernatural. Okay. I feel like, lately you have been having a lot of supernatural occurrences, and I feel like you are starting to understand as you become more aware, more conscious, more woke, as some people may say, that, these things are actually supernatural, miraculous occurrences that are literally from the divine. I feel like you're understanding that, as you begin to have a relationship with the divine, not really worried about the religion of it all, but actually having that personal relationship where you have a connection to God, where you can feel God in your every movement, your every thought, like that kind of energy. I feel like that's, what you're beginning to feel. And it says you are an ancient, wise sage. You're ancient. Okay. And whatever is going on here is going to, like the Hierophant said, it's going to be something that's going to, it's going to be a legacy in your family. Whatever this is that you're building, or this child that you're having, it's going to create some kind of legacy for your family.
And it's going to require you to be willing to mesh your cultural intake. Like you got to be willing to, like, because I'm strongly seeing somebody carrying a child, and whether it be your side or whether it be your counterpart, that child is related to a root of something, like a very strong lineage of people. So this might require you to lower your, how we forbid out. We could have, let's say we have a child and they may be Jamaican, they may be, and we may not encourage them towards their Jamaican lineage.
Right.
We might feed them our lineage, right? But in this case, even whether it be a business or whatever, right? You have to be willing to be diverse in your understanding, right, of divinity, first of all, and you got to get this child to its proper root, like whatever it's rooted to.
And that's real, as the roots hang out of this hand, But I feel like, when you said rooted, you have to tell this child what it's rooted to. You know what I just heard? I heard Spirit said that this child is rooted to God. Okay, this child is connected to God Himself.
Wow, This
is a child that is being handed to someone. This could be a business, okay, a business, or I'm really picking up a physical child, but it's being handed to you by the divine Himself. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. There's also a promise for good health here, good delivery.
And you can already have this, like this, because I'm picking up on past, present, and future energy, and you could already have this child, or you can have this business, right? If it's resonating with you, right? This is for a person that what you got didn't come by way of inheritance. It came by way of sacrifice. Like, this is a gift that God has given someone.
That's real.
Like, this not something that your people's left and you got.
That's right.
This is something that you burnt up. You burnt, you burnt the candle, so to speak. At night, you was up. You sacrificed.
That's right.
Much
But it will
of this energy.
manifest in the 3D. This is like something tangible that will manifest.
Yeah, this is really, this is real time. Like, this is the art of manifesting.
Yeah.
Like, 101.
It says you can shape shift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. Okay, so the dragon is your spirit animal today. Let's see what the Ascended Masters have to say. Spiritual law of attraction. Look, I told you there's something about this spiritual law of attraction because...
Dragon,
yeah.
This is
Year the dragon.
It's a dragon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spiritual law of attraction. There's like, your sacrifices, the offerings you've been doing, your kind heart, your love, your willingness to just change. Okay.
Your spirit is wild. I just said that. I said this is the art of manifesting 101. And spirit come out with Melchizedek. Spiritual law of attraction at work here.
Okay.
Right?
That's what it is. And this is beautiful energy.
You sound like a magician.
Number 40 could be significant. We have soul time. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of new reality to emerge.
Wow.
One that embraces the concept that while the corporal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite.
You know what? As she read that, the spirit, man, I'm really saying time is an illusion. If you really pay attention to spirit throughout your day, spirit does so many things from start to finish for a reason. Yo, today I just heard a soul time story, right, about Obatala and Papa Legba, right, and how Obatala lived up in the sky world, and and then Legba went there, and Obatala, the person that was telling the story, it amused me, right, because it's a tale of ancestral connection, but it's speaking of Obatala being frustrated with a man because he couldn't remember his dreams, and he was sending him the download in the dream, but the man would wake up and forget the download. He wouldn't get a pen and write it down, so the deity was frustrated, like, I'm about to get, and it reminds me that soul time is important. Like, and mind you, this story of Obatala and Papa Legba is from an alternate reality than what a Christian is raised in. So this story would sound like hogwash to a person that's limited in their concept.
Right.
But to me, it sounds perfectly feasible because the ancestors, that's how they move, right? That's what the soul time is all about. You had to spend time processing the fact that life ain't about what you think it is on the 3D. That's limited.
That's real.
It's so much more outside of what's going on in this 3D realm.
That's real.
Man, there's a lot. I'm talking about the flickering lights. Because I'm saying somebody's saying flickering lights, right?
Gosh.
We going through it too, like the when your lights flickering and they perfectly healthy lights. Those are supernatural occurrences.
Absolutely.
It's messages being sent.
Right.
And when you get those vibrations of, you get the shadow tail where though something just walked past, right?
Real quick.
But you couldn't make out what it was.
Right.
Those is when messages, they trying to be delivered. Pay attention to your sleep state.
That's real. Okay. I am willing to see my sameness with others. This opens my awareness to oneness, okay? So there's something about you're really starting to see that, no matter where we're from, our backgrounds, You know, we're pretty much all one, right? And Spirit is so happy with you for understanding oneness. It is so important in this world full of a bunch of, hate and malice and envy and jealousy to find people that still just appreciate love and oneness. So Spirit is proud of you here with this, okay? Oneness. I feel like, also someone's really connected to another person. Gratitude. I am aware of the light in my life. I direct my thoughts to the beauty in and around me. I give thanks to God for every little thing that brings me joy. Thus, I enlighten my thoughts. Riches surround me, and I appreciate all that life brings me. And I believe this is you, okay? I feel like you are really starting to understand that, life is very precious. That could be why you feel nervous. As we ascend, nobody talks about the energy of how it feels when you ascend. When you are really a person that's ascending spiritually and you are connected to the divine, every little thing makes you nervous. Like, okay, did I do this wrong? Or can I say this? Or is it okay to do this in the beginning, right? Until you really understand fully the spiritual law. So there could be anxiety of just wanting to make sure that you're getting it all right. But I feel like Spirit is pleased. Okay?
Some of this soul
That's right.
energy.
So that was your reading, Divine Being. Let's get your soul report. I love you guys.
Soul report energy. I wrote some things down that could resonate. The name John, Cornelius, Hosea, Juan, Chong, Cambodia for some reason, Miguel, Artesian, and Nero. Right? Those words could be significant. So as we jump into this reading, right, I got an 8 of Swords to the growth. And I'm going to clarify that. And I'm going to walk down each of these energies. Eight of Swords to the growth, Ace of Swords. So I feel that Spirit is saying, for what this may resonate, it's a need for you to grow in the area of your communication and awareness. Like Ace of Swords, that's words of truth. And the 8 of Swords in reverse, you could be nervous about this. So I'm feeling a person that really has a word from God. You have a word of truth on you, in you, right? And because you have it, you could be nervous about having to speak it. It could be a need for you to grow into the energy. Like, so essentially, you got a word in you. And when you speak it, that word lives on a frequency that's here. You might be living your life down here on this frequency, so you may be afraid to speak that word. I'm telling you, Spirit is saying, grow to a level where you can speak that word. Because the frequency behind that word is going to raise your whole existence to the frequency that that word resonates on. It's almost like having a gift that has nothing to do with you. It's for you to speak it. It's not for you to sit down on it. And you have to grow into the energy of delivery, they saying. See, you, whoever you are, you just have to open up your mouth and speak the truth. That's going to change, because I'm saying a very nervous 8 of Swords energy. You getting words you might be getting, but it's causing your growth to not be there, right? Growth is, I want to expand my consciousness and awareness. Wow. Ace of Swords, right? Grow to the place, speak the word and grow behind that. Do that. Because remember, the word that's in you, that God placed in you, a word of truth, it is on this frequency.
That's a part of growth too, being able to speak up. You know, when you are a person that's typically shy or, you've been naive, and when you learn how to get that courage to speak up, that's a part of growth.
And that's absolutely right. Like she said, speaking up, but she said, speak up. Remember I said that the frequency live up here? Speak up. That spirit double confirming it. Speak towards that, speak that word and allow that frequency to raise you up. Even if you're not, it's not about you and how you living, right? Because like, you could be a person, this Eight of Swords energy could be anything. It's confusion. And you know what we do when we confused? We try to compensate. So that could be drug abuse, that could be liquor, that could be sex abuse, that could be, to yourself. You see what I'm saying? This Eight of Swords is personal energy.
You know, sometimes that can, with the Eight of Swords in the reverse to this growth too, it could also be the energy of being nervous because God is elevating you. You see, when God is pushing us to do something, we can feel that energy, especially when we're rejecting it, right?
That's right.
So if you're rejecting the energy God is trying to push you towards or into, that could be, that could really be hindering your growth and making you have anxiety as well.
And you can be needing to expand your consciousness, right? And that's what I'm saying. A lot of people, and they ascending into different polar dexterities. Or no, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say this. I see people ascending into different spiritual booths. Like, you know how Superman go in a booth and change? Well, I see people going into different spiritual avenues, and they allowing themselves to become many of different things, which is cool. But it's a need for you to speak your truth, whatever you is, and whoever you decide to be.
Real.
And not only your truth, it's a need for you to honor other people's truths. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Whatever your God is in your religion, right? Don't use it to attack people.
That's right.
I'm going to tell you why. There are those of us that live above the concept of your personal religious aspect that gives us a different authority.
That's right.
Remember, it's being connected to the divine is way stronger than any religion. So the quickest way, like I heard that guy Bobby, something he a teacher, but he said it's time for us to start thinking like gods, right? You gotta really look at life like that. Like, who am I to say, because I stand in this lane, let me attack so-and-so, or let me go against so-and-so, because I stand. If so-and-so consciousness is above all what you believe in, and they believe in that strongly, who you think reality gonna manifest over who? Who you think gonna superimpose over who?
Right.
The person that's truly connected to the divine, man, those kind of people, they can have energies coming at you that you don't even know about because they guard it from a higher, elevated perspective, oftentimes known and referred to as the ethers. All right, next energy, the moon in reverse to the friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason.
I feel like that could be the wrong reason with the moon.
Let me clarify, y'all. I'm about to clarify it now. Five of Wands in reverse. The moon in reverse. Friendship. So you know what I see? Just like she said. You recognize in this energy strongly that you had a frenemy. Five of Wands energy. You had a frenemy and you had a lot of secrets that was with this frenemy, right? It was supposed to be a friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So there goes your understanding and your clarity in this card.
Yeah.
You begin to understand exactly why this person was in your life, and it was for chaos and confusion. And see, you didn't see it because the moon is in reverse and the Five of Wands is in reverse, but guess what that says? These energies are present. So as quick as they in reverse, they can be upright. Right now, they in reverse. And the card says, I understand. So you came to a point where you begin to recognize what was going on in your energy.
And that's so real because I'm looking at this next. I'm like, yes, that's so real.
And then when
you go right to it. That's crazy.
When you move along, you got, like she said, you got the Knight of Swords being clarified by the surrender. I can release my need to control. Now, this Knight of Swords that I'm looking at, right, this could be that friend. And it looks like it might be a Libra or an Aquarius energy, or it could be a Gemini. Strong Aquarius, even Libra. But nevertheless, you had to surrender, right?
I feel like, I don't mean to cut you off, Hierophant, but with the surrender and the Knight of Swords as well and that energy before it, I feel like, there could also be a need to stop doing things without, asking God first, right? Like, stop allowing people in your life without speaking to God about these people, right?
Yeah, because that could be the reason why you even manifest these frenemies from the get-go.
And that makes sense, because I know we have a lot of people asking that kind of question. Well, why do I have these kind of people in my life when I'm not a shitball?
Wow, yeah, we do have that question asked a lot. Like, well, why are these people there? But she's right. And spirit, and normally, I'm a person that, when I'm reading, it's a tight space.
Mm-hmm.
But what she's saying is absolutely right. There's a need to surrender you have to surrender to a greater understanding. You got growth and surrender.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to keep on having, look at this Knight of Swords.
Mm-hmm.
That's an energy that's like,
Look at him. He got the knife by his head.
He got the sword.
With the blade side by his head.
It's a frenemy energy.
He's premature.
Doesn't that look like a frenemy right there?
He's reckless.
That looks like a frenemy. A person that can do you harm, right? Now, either you did surrender or you need to surrender. But something happened because you have clarity. So it's like, all right, you know how this kind of clarity came to somebody. I'm about to describe it to you. You ever just woke up out of a sleep state and a thought passed through your mind?
About your dream?
No, not even in your dream, right?
No, about your dream.
Just wake up with this frenemy. You just woke up.
Oh.
And you seen it.
You be like, oh, wait a minute. You put it all together. It's like that damn button click in your brain, you know? You be like, wait a minute, hold up.
But it's that just woke up confirmation. It's a little side because everything is quiet. So it's like, you like, wow. Then from there, you begin to doubt your intuition. But you got the clarity. So it's a need to surrender. Now, you got the Ten of Swords to the success, right? So this frenemy, this Knight of Swords energy, right? They had a plan to trap you, right? Trap off your success. I know there is no greater goal than to love. Now, that's how you get in Ten of Swords, right? Because you making it, so to speak, okay? You making love with the wrong people your goal.
Because someone did a business deal that went wrong. You could have had a business partner, and you guys could have literally had to separate because someone didn't hold up to their end of the bargain.
Let me tell you something. You got the Hangman in reverse. I see all way what this is. You are a person that loving the wrong people has become a goal of yours. It's a Ten of Swords, right? It's a Hangman in reverse. It's ending you up. It's like having the same problem on repeat. No lie, right? And it's coming from love. It's coming from your goal to love. To say, all right, even though this person,
you mean
though this person ain't good for me, nevertheless, it's some good things about them. Or even though everything ain't how I want it to be, it's cool for me to have this energy. Now, mind you, this is not, and I don't feel like love is never bad, right? But love becomes the ultimate weakness when you got love and you loving the wrong thing. If you loving something that does not want to love you back, right? Or is incapable of loving you back, that's going to lead you to a Ten of Swords within itself. Because at the end of it, you're going to be expecting to receive the love you given, and when it's not there, it's going to create a Hangman in reverse energy. It's stagnant. You're going to be this is the Hangman upright. it's still the same thing. It's a place of being confused at an impasse. It's a place of being stuck and stagnant in this type of energy.
It's like I'm picking up the energy of like, you know when we love things that are broken because we think we can fix them, but really we're not God and we cannot fix people. People have to fix themselves.
That's the deal.
It's like that kind of energy.
That's that deal right there.
You know, it's like, and that's a part of us needing to work on our control. Didn't it say something about control somewhere? And that's a part of us needing to work on our control issues that we have, because this is the energy of, oh, I know this person, I know this person rob banks all the time, right? But I know this person rob banks all the time, but he's cute. And, he talks, I think I can make him love me. I think I can show him the way to life when really, God can't even get to this man.
The deal breaker with anybody should be, if I gotta love you to a point where as though I gotta fix you and you're not willing to fix yourself, that should be a deal breaker for anybody, because that's never gonna lead to anything but discontentment. If a person not striving to become like us, for instance, you have two people that have to strive to be, I have to be striving, she had to be striving, she got to be striving, I got to be striving. Or our relationship doesn't work.
It doesn't.
Because we deal with a lot of spiritual responsibility.
That's real.
Over top of 3D responsibility, it's a responsibility in spirit. Because contrary to what people see and understand, we work for the divine. Mm-hmm. We have a spiritual contract to do what we do. Right. So this is the energy of it.
That's real.
So imagine having that. Because many of you think you got it, but you really don't. Because you don't want to have the responsibility of what spirit requires. You don't want to, it's so deeper than what people think. So people, they often stand behind.
It ain't just burning candles and nah.
So, moving right along, you got a 4 cups energy to the loneliness. So, I'm going to clarify, but I can already tell you where that's headed. Clarified by a Page of Swords. So it's immaturity. Your 4 cups is, first of all, you not recognizing who you are, what you have. That's it. 4 cups. It's like, oftentimes when you get the 4 cups, not on this particular one, this is soul deck, but on a rider deck or whatever, it's a cup right here that a person is focusing on. And then you got 4 cups in the background, right? No, actually, it'd be 3 cups that they focusing on, and then you got 1 in the background that they completely ignoring.
One in the front that they focus on, 3 in the back that they're not paying attention.
It's 3. It's 3 in the front that they focus on, and then you have the 4th cup that's in the back that they're not keying in on, this 4th cup. And normally it's a hand from heaven that's holding that cup, right? So what does that 4 cups energy mean? It's basically saying a person that has things about themselves that they take for granted and or naive to it. That's right? True. So with the loneliness to the Page of Swords, maybe you're not understanding that what you required of with this connection that you had is to be lonely, because in your loneliness is where you get your strength. And this doesn't have to necessarily be separate. You could be single, you could be together. It doesn't matter. Where you have to be is going to be lonely.
To whom much is required.
Too much is given, much is required. Much is required. Like, for instance, you may be with a partner that's not really that spiritual, but you got spiritual duties and responsibilities, that's right? Real. That can be lonely. When you got to go out there in nature, when you got to tend to your altar, when you got to make your prayers, when you got to make salat, You know how the fun be going on? Oh man, I gotta go make slot, right? Or all of these things, they lonely areas.
That's real.
But they areas that provide us the most, they afford us and provide us the most strength, but we take them for granted the most. Why? Because we want the appeal of what we can get.
That's real, but it's the same energy of when God sent Elijah off to go rest and heal and be able to hear, right? But we take we take that time for granted a lot.
Yeah, because it's lonely. And it's like...
We always want company, right?
No, even I ain't gonna lie, it's lonely. It gets lonely. I can really be honest with you. Imagine living in like, sometimes we feel lonely. You travel in the world, you deal with a lot of people that's stuck in between ascension. They feeling all these things. They want explanations. And being required to be the person that deliver them, it get lonely because I can't move around in society and don't be responsible for my actions any longer.
That's real. And also, or the things that we could be saying to people are so real that they want to run away from us, right? And that's fine too. That's
some of y'all are able to, you can live your life freely, right? Where spirit requires us to live a more guarded life, right? So things can be less animate.
That's real.
That feels lonely, but it's a great loneliness. And that's what I'm saying. Don't be a page of swords about your loneliness. Like, half the time, they saying, half the time it's for your own protection. Because listen, say you're a person that's real empathetic. So when you go into places, you draw people, right? You can be drawing the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? And it could be a long time that God helps you sift through the process of yourself, right? True story. Like isolation, they say that's where a man finds the greater him is in a form of isolation. So honor your isolation. I know it might be lonely, but you gotta find a way. You gotta find a way to honor it. Don't be immature about it. Even if you gotta, because I'm feeling somebody you just left a relationship, and it's hard for you right now. But look at how better you doing. It's required for you to be in that lonely space right there. It could be lonely for you, but you gotta think about it. The person you left, they wasn't trying to be right for you, and y'all wasn't going on the same frequency any longer.
And I'm hearing spirit say you're never lonely.
Yeah, you're never lonely.
You're really never lonely. God is always with you, right?
Spirit say, I know that I am never alone.
The only time you feel lonely is when, you get in those places and you don't reach out, because the connection is always open and available is what I'm hearing.
And it's crazy that she said that, because that's a great way to change the perception. It's like, if I'm resonating with me never being alone, when I'm alone, I'm going to start looking at it like, well, it's more time to be with the people, the energies that's really here.
Really love
ancestors, spirits. You might want to talk to your demons or your angels. Like, perfect time, talk to your own demons when you're alone.
That's real.
You like, people like to conjure up energies. How about the energies that's evil that you have in your life, that you have or you send? How about speak to them?
That's real.
When you alone.
Why can't you stop coming here?
Absolutely. Like, it's like, and if you sent the energy, instead of asking God to save you from an energy that you sent, how about raise your elevation and look at the energy in the face and tell the energy, look, I know what I did was wrong, but you got to go. You see, some people, you automatically doomed yourself to the energy you sent.
Instead
of raising your consciousness and awareness to a place where maybe perhaps you can save yourself. But see, that kind of energy be too grown for people. That's Page of Swords where people want to be at. And I'm about to tell you, as we go through this process and we deliver these messages, it's going to be a lot of y'all that fall away.
That's fine.
From this point on, many of you going to fall away. You're going to begin to make mockery. You're going to begin to make jokes. And you're going to begin to... But I promise you, with a sense of urgency. It's better for you to leave us alone and move to where you're going to be at.
That's real.
Because where we going is very much protected
That's real.
on a level many can't understand. And Spirit says address this right now. It's many of you that look at us and you go home and you do cards or whatever, and you think that you can do what it is that we do. I'm going to explain to you, it's not for the faint of heart. And please be initiated in your spiritual walk before you just start jumping in areas, because
That's real.
it's like the things that we see. I'm going to say the things I see. Throat shot, but look at that. The things that I be seeing, I refuse to allow those that see me and my perspective and our perspective is we gonna stay linked in tight without metaphysical power. That's what we gonna do. So we would suggest that you do the same thing, but don't be a page of swords about none of it, right? Always remember, we grown. We are grown. We are beings that's elevating into a higher state of consciousness. So you can't react the way you used to react and expect to bring in the desired result. You gonna hold it up. It's like let's say society labeled you to be a bitch, right? Let's just say that, right? Man or woman, right? It has many different meanings depending upon if it's a man or a woman. So let's just say society labels you that, a bitch, right? What happens when you going and saying, I ain't no bitch, ain't gonna change nothing. And telling the universe to change it ain't gonna change nothing. The only thing that's gonna change it is the way you respond to what society labels you. If society labeled you one thing and you become another thing, that label, it falls so far beneath. It falls so far under the energy that the people who called you a bitch, they begin to suffer because you so much not what society labeled you, right? So I say that to say, and this was for my people who trying to manifest a newer you, change your reaction, right? Like Spirit is saying, it's very hard for us to control our first notion, right? But our second one, we always got a hold of it. Like when something happened, it's automatically in your mind to respond the way you normally do. But because we conscious beings, Spirit says all of us, you got a secondary notion. It's just as powerful as the first notion, especially when you elevate, because that's your true connection. That's how you become the newer you.
That's right.
The second notion, that's the educated you. That's the disciplined you. The first notion, that's your instinctual response. It's like your instinct kicks straight in. So begin to let your second notion override your first one. Don't be a page of swords about it. Let's grow up around here. That was your message.
We love you guys so much.
Hope it resonated.
Okay.
God bless you.
God bless you guys.
You know we love you.
We love you. Stay in positive energy. If you weren't able to send in a spiritual donation, it's okay. Make sure you share the video. We love you. We elemental beings.